This right here is my first diesel heater and I want to tell you all about it. Just so we know what diesel heater we're talking about, this is the HCalory 2S Plus diesel heater. So it comes in this configuration, kind of like a toolbox. It makes it look more rugged, more cool, just in case you're an overland bro like me. I'm not entirely sure why I just said that. I thought it would be cool, but it cringed me out pretty hard. Before this, I was running on straight hopes and dreams and a buddy heater. And if you know anything about buddy heaters, you're not supposed to use them in a confined space. So camping inside of my car with the buddy heater, sketchy. So without further ado, in today's video, I want to unbox this. I want to show you how to set it up. I want to show you how to use it, different places you can use it. And lastly, I want to give you my opinions of this diesel heater. Right before I started recording this video, I got on YouTube and looked up this exact diesel heater and I found a 47-minute long video on the unboxing and everything that has to do with this diesel heater. So if you're looking for a super in-depth video, then I will link that video in the description. But pretty much what you get out of the box is everything you see here. Oh, and this guy right here. But a quick overview, you get all of the hoses. So 1, 2, and 3. You also get the exhaust for the diesel heater. Now you also get clamps. So you get 4 small clamps and I believe you get 2 bigger clamps. You only need 2 big ones for here and then you need 4 for these. So 2 on each side, which is pretty dang sweet. On the intake side, you get a filter. This is to prevent leaves or dirt or gunk getting into the diesel heater, which is not a good thing. But the company was thinking one step ahead. You see how mine is kind of propped up? This bracket is also provided so that instead of this dangling on the ground, you can prop this up and your filter is in a better place. When you first get this bad boy out of the box, you got 2 little red tabs right here. You just open those and inside you get this little remote. Now, this remote is an absolute unit and we'll talk about it later. What else do we get? You get 3 different sets of cables. One goes from the diesel heater to a remote. The other one goes from the diesel heater to like a 12-volt battery. And the last one goes from your diesel heater to your standard wall plug. Next up is the setup. Me personally, I got this knocked out in about 5 to 10 minutes at most. Of course, I was recording, so it took me a little bit longer. But now I can get this bad boy set up in like 3 to 4 minutes if I fully disassemble it. So this side, you have the intake. This is what's pulling the air in to the diesel heater. This is the exhaust, getting rid of all of the bad fumes. And then right here, you have that is pushing out nice warm air. So this right here, this Bluetti EB3A, I believe, is my power station. So when I go camping, that's all I have to use this diesel heater to charge my phone, to power my lights. Whatever needs electricity that I take on camp relies on that power bank. This thing on the lowest setting will run over 8 hours, which is money. I don't know about you, but when I go camping, I hardly sleep 8 hours. I'm usually like 6, 7 hours. So that's more than enough runtime. And then my Bluetti, I connect it to my solar panel and it'll recharge. Not much, but it'll give it some charge. The rest of the setup is controlled by this controller. Very simple. It has a power button. You turn that bad boy on and it'll take 2 to 3 minutes. HCalory says 3 minutes and it will heat up. I was getting faster than that. I was at like 2 minutes and it was pumping out some good heat. With this controller, you can control the fan speed, but also the amount of heat that's coming out. Thankfully for me, it is very simple to use. You simply turn on the heat, adjust the fan speed, and adjust the heat that you want, and you're all good to go. Now on the inside, it looks pretty cool. I've never had a diesel heater, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at, but I did check all of the connections. Everything looks nice and secure. Also in here, being that this is nice and secure is a huge plus. I've seen that they've been improving over the years and really listening to customer feedback and seeing that this is nice and secure, everything is nice and tidy, is always a huge plus. Now let's talk about how and where to use this thing, because me personally, I think in modern day, this can really go with you anywhere, especially being that power banks are super small and they're actually capable of running this for over 8 hours. The opportunities are really endless, but me personally, I've been using it for car camping, camping in a tent, and then also when I take my dog out, it's cold out there, so I use it. This next use case is a little bit embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I grew up playing soccer my entire life, and when I was on the bench freezing, this guy wouldn't have been too bad. But also my parents, who were watching their son on the bench, at least they would have been able to be in the heat while that was going on. This thing is pretty light. The power station is pretty light. The only thing you're gonna have to deal with is the embarrassment of pulling up to the bleachers with this guy. But other than that, I think it'll be fine. So here are some of my thoughts on this diesel heater. At least as of right now, I am over the moon excited with it. I'm super happy with it. And I wanna tell you some of the things that I actually like about it. Starting with this remote, first and foremost, safety is #1 priority. If you know where that's from, you're an absolute legend. This controller is loaded with features, but the two things that I like it for: one, it can tell you the temperature, and then two, it has a carbon monoxide detector, which, if you know anything about space heaters, that is really, really important. It's not just me, it's also my girlfriend and my dog that are out camping. So the last thing I want to do is just knock us all out forever. I also recommend getting a second carbon monoxide detector just because a little bit of redundancy never hurt anybody. Next, I want to talk about the sound. Whenever you watch a review on a diesel heater, they always talk about the sound. This one, the thing I hear the most is the fan. I didn't realize that I had the fan on the highest setting, so I turned that down quiet. I slept like an absolute baby. Even when the fan is on the loudest, it's not super loud since this is kind of far away from your vehicle, and with this hose that we'll talk about next, the noise was kind of non-existent for me. I'll be right back. So I got rid of the hose that came with this unit and bought this one off of Amazon. I'll leave that one linked down below if you're interested, but I will say you probably shouldn't use that link because I'm not too happy with this. This is the one that comes with the unit, and I'll be honest, it's not really usable. I appreciate that they put it in there, like in a pinch if you just were right here. But the exhaust fumes are kind of close, and I guess you could point it away, but you do still smell the exhaust fumes with this. Like if these are way too close to each other. So I bought this one off of Amazon, and it was highly rated, so I thought, nice, I'm getting a deal. It works, and I'm going to continue running it. The only thing is it gets hot, like really hot to the touch. I can still hold it, but it gets hot. Versus the one that came with this diesel heater, you could hold it, touch it, do whatever, and you wouldn't feel it. This thing gets hot really, really fast. So when I first got it, I was super excited. I set it up and I left the hot air coming into the garage. And then I was like, okay, I'll be back. Let me just go and do something real quick. I went upstairs, grabbed a water bottle and forgot my phone down here. So I went to get a water bottle, scrambled a little bit because I couldn't find my phone, came down and my garage was warm. Not hot, but warm. And then after more and more usage, it just feels like it's getting hot pretty fast. So that is a really, really good thing. You can obviously turn this bad boy up and it will get pretty hot. As far as the heat that's coming out, it feels good. It's not extremely hot. It's not cold, it's not warm, it feels good. With this on the lowest setting, it kept the vehicle warm to the point where I didn't need a blanket. Now, if you're interested in this diesel heater, HCalory, they gave me a code to get you the best price. So you get good pricing and fast shipping. I'll leave it linked down below, and then I'll also leave that hose linked down below. Do your research on the hose. I'm using it, I'm gonna keep using it, but it does get kind of hot. If you find a better one, let me know, and then I'll probably buy that one. So HCalory, thank you for sending this out. And to you, thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you in the next one.